In high school, the golden rule was 2 for flinching. A flinch was a jerk when someone swung their fist. Not intended to connect or harm, just to have you react and cower, which meant they got to punch you twice on the upper arm. A playground show of power. 2 for flinching. And often the assailant would bend their middle finger knuckle into a point for added pain. But don't be caught wincing, because like an angry bull chasing a cloth that's red, that could mean 2 for flinching again, or even a dead leg depending on your corridor cred. The old saying that boys will be boys is a trite way to say that boys will mock and annoy. Well, if that's the case, as many regarded, this one kid was the perfect target. Scrawny, short, spectacles, smart. A sensitive sort, good at English and art. Now with that physical depiction, I know what you're thinking, that it's going to be me. But you got it wrong, thankfully. Because often he took more than 2 for flinching. But he wouldn't bite, just stayed quiet and shrinking. Then like a coiled spring being wound too tight, one day he snapped and fought back with his might. But this isn't the final scene up on some silver screen, because these bullies had the last laugh, the first laugh, and a good time in between. They practically lynched him, then made him take more than 2 for flinching. His name was Rick, and at lunchtime he might get hit with a stick because it rhymed, just like it did with sick, and with prick, and with dick. In those lunchtime limericks that they would create, another way to berate and offend, and I'm ashamed to say that he was my friend. I'm ashamed because when he was the playground victim, I didn't have the guts to stick up for him. I said nothing when he was dragged on the grass, when they spat in his hair or jabbed with a compass. And I gave no word of warning when Charlie placed a tack on his seat, slightly to the right so it was sure to meet cheek. Well, Rick sat down and let out a shriek, jumped up again with a pin in his bum, and those boys laughed for nearly a week. And I'm ashamed to say that I laughed as well. And I'm ashamed to say that I didn't know what to say when he showed me the scars on his arm where he'd taken the knife in self-harm. And I'm ashamed that I didn't ask about what had gone on in his house when he knocked my door and asked to stay at mine. We just played PlayStation and pretended things were fine. And I wish I could call him up and say come round tonight, 'cause I'll buy the beers and a pizza to feed you. I think we still have a score to settle on FIFA. And I wish we could go back and have that time again, but I wonder what we could change. I knew then that bullying was wrong, as I'm sure the bullies knew all along, so who's more to blame? Them for the deed, or me for the silence? Me for the peace, or them for the violence? Maybe we're all just partners in crime. So if I could go back and repay that time, I probably still wouldn't have the courage to stand up to the bullies, because I wasn't a man. Just a gangly teen with insecurities, and just glad they weren't picking on me. But I'm glad that Rick's still my friend. Because wherever he is tonight, everything is all right. For he's still out there somewhere travelling the world, teaching English and chatting up girls. And I only have envy for the life that he's got, the places he's been and the people he's met. And that's the biggest smack he could ever give back. I just hope those bullies know it too, and they have remorse in their thinking. It's the punch Rick threw, but never knew. And guess what? It's still 2 for flinching.